Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are doing well today. We are finally going to continue Paradigm Paradox. I know I am super close to getting to an ending to Mihaya's route. But first, one thing, I did not save the last time we played this. And I did not realize that. I forgot to save after stream. But we should be good. Because last I saved, it was a choice I had to make, and then we get to this upcoming scene, which is where I stopped at. So I'm like backtracking maybe like 10-15 minutes or so in Mihaya's route. But I'm so bad I did not save at all, but it's perfectly fine. We aren't too far behind compared to where I last stopped off when playing this, but we're almost there. We almost got it. We at least need one ending for Mihaya. I will attempt to get another or two endings depending on how long it takes. But it will be nice if I could finish off all of Mihaya's route today, and then we can start another guy's route. I'm trying to keep Mondays. Well, I'm trying to start up again Mondays just strictly for console Otomes and stuff I play here. So we can have like a nice schedule for that. And that's something easy to anticipate. But yeah, we're going to continue. I definitely played all this part, so I might just skip it, honestly. Yeah, I read all of this technically already. If I remember correctly, yeah. Ibuki was here and he was talking to us about the area. And we finally made it to where Mihaya's parents were attempting to get to last time. So give me a sec. I think Ibuki left and then that's where we left off. I'm not sure how this is going to end. We're technically at enemy territory, but he's not trying to kill us. Yeah. Yeah, it was. We learned that the people in our research area, they basically wanted to kill Mihaya's parents, and they succeeded, as far as I'm sure. They don't want Mihaya's parents to discover this place. Because this is what all the vectors are currently residing in. And it's kind of weird how we know where all the vectors are at and where they're coming from, but they don't want to do anything about it. So obviously they're using this place for something else, or they have some secret with it. So give me a sec, let me just go ahead through this. I think Ibuki leaves and that's where around where I left off. Yeah, they do, okay. Yeah, I don't think we can technically help them kill people. Okay, this is where we left off. We remained silent for some time after Ibuki had gone, trying to process the facts given to us. Mihaya spoke up first. Though he didn't look at me, he seemed to still be digesting the information. Mihaya's words pierced through my heart. He was talking about the higher-ups. In other words, the ones making the blooms fight the vectors. Chika-chan, hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well. We are attempting to at least get one ending for Mihaya's route. I think I'm really close to it. They knew what the vectors were and hid it from us. Moravia's group had found the vectors and led them to attack Theta. Perhaps the higher-ups didn't anticipate that. But instead of handling things directly, they had us fight the vectors without telling us anything. We weren't heroes at all. Not in the slightest. We were being manipulated the whole time. At the very least, the higher-ups only thought of us as exterminators who got rid of things they didn't want the rest of Theta to know about. I couldn't help but think of it that way. Yes, we're approaching closure, but I don't think Mihaya is doing well. just found out that the government we're working for 100% had a hand in his parents' death, so I don't know how this is gonna work out.
身勝手な理由で父さんと母さんを殺したこと、俺を利用していたこと、そして怪獣伊吹やモラビアたちがやることの後始末を俺たちに押し付けていること、すべてあいつらがそんなことをしてなければ、先輩だって。
I like the anger on his face. Love it when like a quiet kind of anime character who doesn't really have a lot of emotion shows something like that, because my god is the best thing ever. Upon hearing my name, I looked up into Mihaya's face and saw sadness reflected in his eyes. Can we prevent this? He thinks that killing them would help. It probably might make him feel better, but in the long run, does it really help? My heart tightened as he choked out those words. I couldn't help but reach out my hand to him. Please, don't say that. I grasped Mihaya's arms, pleading with him. Don't say that. If you go through with it, it can never be undone.
どうしてですか？あいつらは父さんと母さんを殺したのに。
I'm asking you to slow down, because it clearly pains you to even say you wanted to kill them. Is this what you really want? Your father told you to live, and this is how you plan to move forward. I knew it was unfair to frame it like that, but I desperately wanted Mihaya to reconsider what he was saying. I was certain that the path he was considering wouldn't lead to happiness.
でも俺は憎くて仕方がないんです。あいつらを殺さないなら他にどうやってこの気持ちを晴らしたらいいんですか？
A son like Mihaya had already foreclosed any other option. I didn't know what else I could say at this point. Hey, Mihaya, how about we go outside for a bit? We're at the place your parents were trying to get to, but we haven't looked around yet. I hope this might lift his spirits, even just a little. After I suggested it, Mihaya readily agreed.
そうですね。俺もちゃんと見ておきたいです。歩けそうですか？
I stood up cautiously and found there were no issues with my balance. Yeah, everything seems fine.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Being bold, buddy. Okay, we gotta make sure this man does not try and kill the researchers. Hold on, let me make myself a bit bigger. There we go. Okay. So we're finally exploring the place his parents were trying to get to all those years ago. I walked outside with Mihaya and noticed how bright it was inside the dome during the day. The sky above was the same artificial one as in Theta, but our surroundings were completely different. Yeah, looking at these buildings, they are not in the best of shape. Looks like the one we came out of was at least patched up a bit.
寂しいところですね。
For real. As Mihaya said, the town around us looked like a wasteland compared to Theta. Desolate was the most accurate way to describe it. I jumped when I heard some vectors baying, but then remembered it was normal for them to be here. I turned to look for the source of the sound, and saw the vectors were actually much closer than I thought.
本当に怪獣の住む場所なんだ。
Yeah, but none of them are approaching us. I wonder if they're sleeping. I could see vectors lying about on the street. Their tranquil positions indicated they were much more peaceful than the ones we've seen before.
なんだか不思議ですね。ここにいると俺たちの方が異端に思える。ここに 父さんと母さんがたどり着いていたら、この光景を見たら、なんて言ったのかな。
Mihaya looked far into the distance. It was though he was directing his words to his parents.
父さんも母さんも明るい人だったから、害獣を見ても怖がらなかったかもしれない。なんやこれ、珍しい生き物やな。とか言って、騒いだんじゃないかな。
Mihaya then fell silent as he observed the vectors. He spoke up again after a short while.
ねえ、先輩。
Hmm?
俺、思ったんです。
About?
最初は二人とも告発してやろうだなんて思ってなかったんじゃないのかな。ただ純粋に行ったことのない場所に行ってみたい。そこに何があるのか知りたいっていう好奇心で動き出した気がするんですよ。二人ともそういう前向きな行動力の塊みたいな人たちだったから。もちろん途中から危険なことに手を出したのかもしれないっていう予感はあったのかも。母さんは俺の動向を止めようとしていたし。
She was just being protective. She didn't know what was truly out there.
その結果、あんなことになったけど。だからといって、残された俺に対して復讐してくれだなんて言うかな。きっと、言わない。
Now I am crying. Wait, Mihaya.
そんなの。
Hold on, sir. I didn't ask for you to cry.
二人に似合わないから。
Mihaya smiled slightly as he said that, and I caught a glimpse of tears in his eyes. Yeah, I think your impression of your parents is exactly right. If you can't picture them saying that, then they weren't the kind who would seek revenge. I don't believe they were either. Mihaya was still trying to find an answer, even while he was in pain. I'd agreed with him from the bottom of my heart. You know, SSStaries, right when the BGM turns off and he's like, wait a minute, why is it so silent?
俺、決めました。
Oh?
ここのことを世間に公表しようと思います。ここがどういう場所で、誰が暮らしてるのか。それは、結果的に上層部への告発になるかもしれないけど、俺は、両親への追悼のつもりで、それをやるんです。あいつらを貶めてやろうとか、めちゃくちゃにしてやろうとか。
I mean, you can a
そういうんじゃ
little.
なくて、二人がここにたどり着いたらしただろうっていうことを、俺が代わりにやりたいんです。俺の中にある、憎しみや悲しみは消えないけど、その気持ちを丸ごと抱えたまま、乗り越えていくことならできる。そうですよね。
What Mihaya said struck a deep chord within me. Yeah, that's right. I'm never going to forget. I'll never banish these feelings from my memory. I'll carry that weight and overcome it too. So how are we gonna leave this place? We stayed where we were for a while longer, but soon decided to look for Ibuki.
シータに帰れるように交渉してみましょう。
Okay.
ここのことを告発することが、伊吹の言う役に立つことになるかはわからないけど。
We won't know until we try. It's worth giving it a shot. That said, we had no idea where Ibuki was, and weren't sure where we should go wandering around. We walked down the street a little way, but didn't find Ibuki, let alone Yukinami or Hyuga. We decided it'd be best to return to our room. Are we just stuck here for a bit then? Oh, there's Ibuki!
部屋にいないからびっくりしたよ。どこに行ってたの？
Nah, we'll be playing this music now after we just had a nice little scene. I didn't know how long he'd been waiting, but but we ran into Ibuki immediately upon returning to our room. Mihaya and I both felt a little put out.
あんたを探してたんだよ。どこに行けば会えるのか聞いておかなかった俺たちも悪かったけど、取引するつもりがあるならもう少しあんたやここのことを教えておいてくれないと困る。
Mihaya's stipulation seemed to amuse Ibuki.
さっきは取引に応じられるような状態には見えなかったんだけどね。
I mean, depends on what are you wagering for us? What are you putting on the table?
そんな風に言うってことは覚悟ができたの？
あんたが思ってるようなこととは違うかもしれないけどね。俺たちは上層部のしてきたことを告発する。だからシータに返してほしい。
それが僕たちの役に立つって言うんだね。
Kinda. I don't think we're willing to kill people though. Mihaya shook his head.
役に立つかどうかはわからない。でもあんたは人間たちのやり方が間違ってると思ってるんだろ。人間が害獣になったらここに閉じ込めて知らんふりして、挙句自分たちに歯向かってきたら俺たちみたいなのを使って倒そうとしてくる。そんなやり口あんたたちからしたら気に食わないに決まってる。
That's why you attack Theta. You don't agree with them simply casting you aside.
そうだね。矛盾してると思ってるよ。だったら君たちは僕たちの望みを叶えてくれるの？
Not really. A gleam entered Ibuki's eyes just then, so I quickly jumped in. We won't do everything you want, but say we can make it so the vectors won't be killed unnecessarily. Would you be satisfied with that? Please say yes. I talked with Mihaya about the details of the deal while we were looking for Ibuki. I didn't know if it would go over well, but it was likely the only thing we could do. If you won't agree to this, we'll be forced to break out of here or run away, but I'd like to avoid that if at all possible. Ibuki pondered our proposal and soon gave us his answer.
ま、当面はそんなところかな。
You agree so quickly, okay?
わかった。シータに帰ってもいいよ。ただし、取引の期限は設けさせてもらう。
Alright.
告発は半年以内に行うこと。それからブルームズの活動はすぐに取りやめてもらう。
Okay, to expose them within a half a year is fine, but quit Blooms? Can we legally do that? The researchers in Commander would not like that.
僕も期限までの半年はシータを襲わないように害獣と雪並みたちを抑えるよ。
Okay, so we have about 6 months of them not attacking, so that give us some time to expose the researchers and the higher ups.
害獣よりも雪並みの方を抑えるのが大変そうに思えるんだけど、気のせい。
At that, Ibuki let out a laugh.
よくわかるね。確かにあの子はちょっと難しいんだけど、あとヒューガも期限を切ればなんとか納得してくれるとは思うんだけど、どうだろうな。
You're sure it'll be okay? I got the feeling this deal of ours was destined to fail, regardless what we did. But Ibuki just gave a short nod.
大丈夫だよ。あの二人はいつも最終的には僕の言うことを聞いてくれるから。
Well, it's looking good on your end. I'm not so sure about ours.
現に君たちは今生きてるでしょ。
Well, damn, that is true. I'm sitting here thinking, no vectors or anyone's killing us, so I guess he told them, hey, don't touch them. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Now that he mentioned it, Ibuki was the one who stopped Yukinami during the fight. And seeing how Yukinami and Hyuga hadn't shown their faces since we've been here, I could easily imagine it was because Ibuki told them to lie low. Wait, what about Moravia? Do you plan on convincing her as well? Oh, we don't know Moravia is him yet. It felt a bit late to bring this up, but we hadn't discussed Moravia yet. Ibuki quickly reassured me. Bro, that's you!
だいたい雪並みとヒューガよりモラビアの方が全然物分かりはいいよ。
There's no way quitting would happen without there at least being an investigation of MC Mihaya. Right, we left out of Theta and we're stuck out here. So we've been here at least like a day, maybe less than a day. We're missing at this point from Theta. So they know something is suspicious. So us just coming back out of nowhere saying, hey, you know, we want to quit. Definitely nothing has to do with what happened out there. It's going to be too suspicious. So I don't know how we're actually going to quit. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, since Ibuki can turn into Moravia, was Ibuki an experiment from the researchers and he figured out what they did to the vectors and then he decided to leave himself? Because now I really want to do his route, but I think it's best to save that one for last, maybe.
モラビアが物分かりがいいかは知らないけど、あんたのことを信じるよ。だから、俺たちのことも信じてほしい。半年は十分な期間とは言えないけど、
Half a year.
必ずやり遂げてみせるよ。
それじゃ取引成立だね。もし君たちが裏切ったり、期限内に約束を守れなかったら、その時は動かすことのできる最大の勢力でシータを襲わせてもらうよ。
In order to expose the higher ups and researchers, we need solid evidence, and then find a way to distribute it to everyone.
だからせいぜい頑張って。
Thank you. I'll do my best. Ganbarimasu. Ibuki maintained a smile, even as he threatened us. His composure was chilling. And it wasn't just his calm smile. It was that the deal itself seemed to be so insignificant to him. It might be my imagination, but I think Ibuki has different plans. That's the vibe I'm getting. What does he have up his sleeve? But right now, we had to do what we were tasked with. I decided to push all my doubts to the back of my mind. So, it's alright for us to go back to Theta now?
もちろん。でも、ちょっと待って。
Ibuki vanished for a moment, then returned, carrying something.
これは防護服。
Oh, can we not transform back? Oh, thanks, but we don't need a suit if we transform, so... After I said that, Ibuki turned to Mihaya and held the suit out to him.
これは君に多分必要になるんじゃないかな。
Mihaya didn't respond or take the suit. Seeing that, Ibuki continued.
君が戦うところを見ていたけど、だいぶ超能力が落ちてるみたいだね。だから、もう変身するのも厳しいんじゃない？違うかな？
Mihaya, why did you not tell me anything? What? It was true. Mihaya had been slower in fights, but I didn't think it was that serious. I still couldn't believe it, but Mihaya didn't deny what Ibuki said, and reached for the protective suit.
くれるって言うなら、ありがたく受け取っておくよ。
Ibuki's right.
じゃあ、早く行きましょう。暗い中で外を歩くのは大変だっていうのは、来る時に身に染みて分かりましたから。今から出れば、日が落ちる頃にはシータのそばまで戻れるはずですよ。
Right. We should hurry then. I wanted to ask Mihaya why his powers had weakened to the point he couldn't transform. But right now, our top priority was getting back. I kept my questions to myself and began preparing to leave. Suspicious. Why is his power slowly waning? He can't even transform. And what is Ibuki planning? We departed immediately, it managed to get back to Theta by the time the sun set, as Mihaya predicted.
富塚さんに連絡はつきそうですか？
I'm calling him right now, but... Oh! He picked up! We only been gone for a day. But so many things had happened since we left Theta that hearing Ryo's voice made me feel nostalgic. I told Ryo we wanted to come back through the gate. And soon, we heard a voice hailing us a short distance away. Alright, on our way.
早すぎないですか？俺たちが帰ってくるのが分かってたんですかね？
Bro, if Ryo is working with Ibuki... But this was the first time I contacted him since we left Theta.
とりあえず、中に入ってしまいましょう。こんなところでグズグズしてられないですから。
That is suspicious how he immediately knew we were there. If we walk back in, are we gonna be questioned? I was also confused as to how Ryo got here so quickly. But Mihaya had a point. We jogged up to the gate. Is it just him or the rest of Blooms? Ryo, thanks for coming. You got here really fast. Suspiciously fast at that.
そろそろ到着するだろうと見当はついていたからな。
I don't trust that bullshit answer. But how did you know?
俺と話すよりも外で見てきたことについて話がしたいなら正樹さんのところに行った方がいい。
Hello? He's dodging the question. Now that's suspicious.
そっちの方が本題だろう。
You did not answer that question. Such a simple thing. You redirected it to something else. Based on what he said, Ryo seemed to have an idea of what we discovered.
あんたに対しても聞きたいことはたくさんありますけど、でも、今はやめておきます。この人の言う通り、俺たちは一刻も早く司令と話すべきですね。
Alright, let's talk to Commander.
ブルームズの今後について相談しなきゃいけないし、力を借りられそうな人間の筆頭を挙げるとしたら、やっぱり司令しかいないですから。
Yeah, you're right.
正樹さんは今、司令室にいるはずだ。
Is this gonna be an ambush when we come back? Alright, we'll check it out. We thanked Ryo and hurried off to the command center. This is suspicious. Is it just you? When we entered, the commander turned slowly toward us. He didn't seem surprised to see us at all. It was like he'd been waiting for us.
富塚君から君たちがどこに行ったのか聞いたよ。見てきたんだね。
Yeah, we did.
やっぱり富塚さんは司令にも話してたんですね。それに司令もあのコロニーのことを知っていたんだ。
The commander confirmed this with a nod. I wasn't surprised in the least. Commander, what exactly is your role in all of this? I thought only the higher-ups would know about the colony. But if you know, are you a higher-up?
ただのブルームズの司令官
Oh,
という立場だけじゃなさそうですね。
that actually makes so much sense. The Blooms is the reason all the vectors are being defeated. They're the one who's doing all the protection. So of course they had to have someone higher up kind of disguised as someone lower on the totem pole watching us. Bro knows everything already? This time, the commander shook his head. Bro, how high up are you?
僕を上層部側の人間だと思ってい
That's
る
what
な
I
ら
asked though.
それは間違いだよ。
How much do you know and how much do they trust you?
僕は全てを知っていながら何もできない臆病者。ただそれだけの立場だ。
すべて、そのすべての中には俺の両親の身に起きたことも含まれているんですか？
そうだね。
知っていて
Ooh.
俺をブルームズとして働かせていたのか。
Mihaya. Mihaya was shaking next to me, so I gently touched his arm. He wasn't incensed though. He just kept a steady gaze on the commander.
あんたは自分のことを臆病者だと言ったけれど、ここで俺たちを待ってたってことは俺たちに向き合う覚悟はあるってことですよね。だったらその覚悟がどれくらいのものか、これからの姿勢で俺たちに見せてください。俺と彼女は全てを抱えて乗り越えて生きていくって決めたんだ。だからあんたにもとことん付き合ってもらう。それくらいしてくれてもいいですよね。
The commander gave us a gentle smile when he heard Mihaya's words. It looked like he was relieved, as if he'd been waiting for this moment for a long time.
ああ、付き合うよ。こんな情けない大人だけれど、苦難に立ち向かおうと決めた子たちに差し伸べる手は持っているつもりだ。
Alright, so how are you gonna help us out? Gonna give us access?
それなら遠慮なく手を借りますよ。
Mihaya approached him, and for some reason, the commander opened up his arms.
言っておきますけど、ハグとかキモいことはしませんよ。
Ain't no way!
俺まだそこまであんたを信用してないんで。
No way, Commander really said, okay, hug it out.
ダメか。
The commander had resumed his usual carefree attitude. I watched as Mihaya shook hands with the commander, and then I ran over to join them. Alright, so at least we have someone on the inside who knows a lot of info to help us out. Time flew by after we found out the truth. Before we knew it, a week had passed. We had to keep moving forward in order to make Ibuki's deadline, so we prioritized planning how we were going to expose the truth. After classes ended one day, Mihaya and I met in the empty classroom for the first time in a while. What? Someone else is going to help us?
はい。父さんと母さんのジャーナリスト仲間だった人と連絡が取れたんです。両親の葬式の時に一度挨拶をしてたので、なんとなく顔は覚えてたんですけど、昨日になって向こうから連絡をくれたので会ってきたんですよ。
Then what happened?
その人はずっと俺の両親の死に方に疑問を持ってたって言ってました。それで今回協力してくれることになったんです。
That's great. It sounds like she'll be a big help. I'm surprised she knew your contact info. What perfect timing too. Is it not too perfect though? Now I'm suspicious of everything.
実は司令、倉森が動いてくれたんです。
Okay, if it was Commander, I could deal with it, but I'm still a bit suspicious. He did.
俺が上層部を告発するのにジャーナリストの手を借りられないか考えてたら、倉森に両親の知り合いについて聞かれたんです。連絡先が分かる人はいなかったんですけど、両親が出した本を見せたら出版社に問い合わせてくれたんですよ。
Oh, well, look at him putting in the work already.
そこから両親と関わりがあったジャーナリストに次々連絡を取ってくれて、そのうちの一人が昨日会ってきた人なんです。
Oh, I see.
その人だけじゃなくて他にも何人か協力するって言ってくれてる人がいるらしいんです。正直俺たちだけじゃ告発は無理だと思ってたから、取材のプロが味方についてくれて本当に心強いですよ。
Yeah, it's really great. As I said that, I thought about how Mihaya seemed to trust Mr. Kuramori more than anyone else. Mr. Kuramori was as good as his word and continued to help us. He'd proven that we could trust him from this past week alone. Thanks to Mr. Kuramori, we were able to confirm that what Ibuki said was true. He told us that he knew all about the higher-ups, and that the people like Lise who turned into vectors were sent to Tao, the colony where Ibuki lived. Okay, so they did transport them there. We just happened to be at the wrong place, wrong time to see all of them in the research center. Some of the researchers knew about it too. And those researchers and the higher-ups also knew about Ibuki's group using the vectors to attack Theta. They kept that information from us, just telling the Blooms that the vectors were naturally occurring and we had to exterminate them. Mr. Kuramori didn't come by this information solely through his position as our commander. He'd utilize his own sources to learn more about Tau. After I learned about this, Ryo's readiness to receive us back when we returned to Theta made a lot more sense. He told us he still can't reveal his sources though. Mr. Kuramori said that if he revealed who his sources were, it would affect me. Though not Mihaya. Hold on. Why would it affect me but not Mihaya? We have an uncle in this game who's been sending us emails back and forth. He does not live in this colony, as far as we know. So is that the informant? I'm curious about it. But there are more pressing matters, like Mr. Kuramori helping us to trick the researchers. There had been no new attacks, as Ibuki promised. But we couldn't suspend all the Bloom's missions. So Mr. Kuramori thought of a way around it. We were able to pretend to continue patrolling because of Mr. Kuramori. Though, none of the other members were surprised when we told them the circumstances. I'm sure they all just trusted the researchers and the higher-ups, just like Mihaya.
考え事ですか?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about the other Bloom's members. I'm grateful they're all cooperating. Right as I said that, the door to the classroom swung open to reveal Kamui. Right, we only know Mihaya is Mocha. We don't know who the other members are and their magical girl counterparts.
やっぱり君たちだったか。俺も仲間に入っちゃダメかな。
Sure, buddy.
ダメです。
即答冷たすぎるよ、ミハヤくん。
Mihaya maintained his usual cool demeanor, which was in sharp contrast to Kamui's cheerfulness. But Kamui seemed to care about Mihaya, and Mihaya didn't appear to dislike Kamui deep down. Because I found out just who Kamui— Oh, we do know! That was another fact I learned this past week, but I wasn't going to tell Kamui yet. This is just a hunch, but I don't think he'd want me to approach him about it. Okay, so we figured out who he is, but he doesn't know that we know. Gotcha, gotcha. I knew he'd tell us himself when the time was right. That was my feeling about it anyway.
ほら、西原さんは他にやることがあるでしょ。さっさと言ってください。
はいはい。じゃあ二人ともまたね。
You seem to like Kamui a lot, Mihaya. I said that after Kamui was out of sight. Mihaya looked at me with a deep frown. You didn't like that statement, my bad. I'll take it back. I didn't mean it.
先輩、怒りますよ。今のやりとりを見て、どうしてそんなこと言うんですか?
I mean, it doesn't look like you hate him. It kind of seems like an annoying older brother and then an annoyed younger brother when I see you guys together. That's the vibe I'm getting from you. So you don't hate him, you kind of tolerate him. You like his vibe a bit. You like his presence, it's fine. You don't talk to people you have no interest in. And you talk to Kamui awfully a lot.
あれは向こうが絡んでくるから、仕方なく相手をしてるだけです。
It's fine, it's fine. Do you look up to him? That would be so cute though.
別に好きなわけじゃないですよ。
What do you mean?
も
What is this
うない
line?
ですけど。
It's not that I like him or anything, though I guess I don't particularly dislike him either. Oh my god, bro. Nah, why does that sound a bit romantic? You can't do that to me. You do enjoy his presence. You cannot deny that, sir. I thought this was this whole thing. Bro, but if you guys want to get together, I won't stand in your way if that makes you happy. Mihaya was defending Kamui, even though he wasn't here anymore. His kindness brought a smile to my face. I grinned at him. and Mihaya's expression suddenly turned serious as he looked into my eyes. Yes?
好きといえば
What a sin, did I write? What man says that line about another man?
先輩って俺の超能力がなくなった理由
Oh my gosh. Why did you lose your powers? Oh, well, I've been wondering about it. But now that you mentioned it, I never asked. Ain't no way he's gonna say because I fell in love with you. What do you mean? Mihaya's superpowers were now completely gone. He can't turn into Mocha ever again? Why is it... What? We confirmed he couldn't transform right after we got back to Theta. But since the attacks had stopped, I missed my chance to ask. Still, I didn't expect the issue to come up now. I had no clue why he was talking about it. Mihaya heaved a deep sigh.
やっぱり
Huh?
分かってなかったんですね
Yo, I don't know.
っていうか先輩にはちゃんと言わないと伝わらないか
What is it? Meaning? Mihaya reached out and pulled my still confused self in close. CG? Ah! Confession? 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 Hey, Mihaya, you're kind of close.
少しだけこのまま
Why
で
is
聞
he
いて
so
ください
cute though?
ちゃんと話すから
Okay, go ahead. My heart skipped a beat as I gazed into his serious face and I stilled, waiting.
倉森は最初に言ってましたよねブルームズは
That's
恋
what he
愛禁
meant.
止だってあれは恋をすると超能力がなくなるからですよ
Oh, bro. When he said you're not allowed to fall in love, I thought it was like no workplace relationships because it might make things messy. Now that you actually lose your powers, and Mihaya doesn't have his at all, does that mean he's that in love with me? But we still can transform ourselves. Huh.
俺が超能力を使えなくなったのは
Wait, no, I feel the same way.
ただ先輩にはそんな兆候はないみたいだから俺の片思いなのかもしれないけど
Mihaya, wait, I like you too. Wait, I don't know why I haven't lost my powers yet.
ここまで言えばいくら鈍くてもわかりますよね
He said he'd tell me everything, but he stopped talking after that. I was starting to understand what he meant, but I didn't know how to respond. Then Mihaya smiled at me.
そんなに固まってたら
Bro,
俺も言いづらくなりますよ
bro, you gotta spell it out for me. Say it. I need you to say the words. He then placed a light kiss on my cheek.
これが俺の気持ちですすみません
Mihaya!
しようと思ったけど
What do you
緊張
mean?
した
And it was a cheek kiss, not even on the lips? You're that shy? That's perfectly fine. You're great the way you are. Oh my god. There's no shot, Mihaya. You're killing me. I'd have thought kissing someone would be the more nerve-wracking. Mihaya let out a laugh when I finally spoke.
普通はそうかもしれませんねでも俺は言葉にするより行動派なんですねえ今度こそ言うから聞かせてくださいさっきも言ったけど俺の片思いなんじゃないかって思ってるから俺は先輩が好きですよ先輩は俺のことを
Oh my god. At least he's honest, right? We love them being honest. Even after saying he preferred actions to words, he managed to tell me how he felt. Yeah, I love you, Mihaya. I thought about my situation as I answered him. The reason my powers haven't vanished is because I don't have any romantic feelings for him. It's because the feelings I have go much deeper than just romance. I think that must be why I still have my powers. Our love for him is that powerful that we still kept our powers? Bro. Mihaya carried the same pain and sadness as me, and we understood the suffering the other had endured. We would always remember that, anytime we looked at each other. There would be pleasant emotions too, but that wouldn't be all. The pain of remembering loved ones, and the warmth in their grief they left behind, were things we could shoulder alone. That was why we would hold each other in our arms and move forward together. Is that the end? What do you mean that's the fucking end? Nah, hold on. I'm sorry, we still had things to do. Wait a minute. Yeah. What do you mean that's the fucking end? Hold on. Oh, sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Yeah, hold on. What are you... Okay, it gave me stuff. What do you mean that's the end? We didn't expose the researchers or higher ups. What the hell, game? No, how does this... Okay, what is this? Hold on, let me... File 3. There's more? Is this something else? Hold on. Don't seem to just... I don't know if I did this. Valid crash out, right? What do you mean? After the confession, we end. What? At least give me a scene of them as a couple. Is this him just talking to us? It's just an introduction. I'm actually crashing out. What do you mean? What the hell? I think I understand why some people didn't really like this game, because why would the route end like that? Confession, a slight introspection for like admit it, and then it ends? That's so unsatisfying. There's so much things we didn't do yet. What do you mean? Bro, I don't even want to play this. Go back. Return reports? Yeah, hold on. There ain't no way. And there's still so many files I don't freaking have. Now I have to get all this shit. Oh my gosh, his daily life? Okay. Is this him talking? And they added little extra scenes that probably could have just been extra story for his route. Oh my god. What was the point in this? Oh my god, I'm actually gonna crash out. Okay, let me actually play through one of these. I guess it gives me more Mihaya info. So this is what he does every day before we met him? The problem is how heavy they went on the plot just to end it. Right? We learned so much info, and we were given a deadline by Ibuki. Make sure the higher-ups are exposed within 6 months, and they'll make sure not to attack Theta in the meantime, or there are consequences. They even implied Ibuki might have had something else behind the scenes besides our little deal, but there's no conclusion to that. It just abruptly ends. What for? I don't understand. What do you mean? What else was he planning? If we don't figure... It makes me wonder how the other routes plan out. Because the only reason we left Theta and got to Tau where all the vectors are at is because of Mihaya's parents. They wanted to go there. So how is this gonna work out with all the other characters, the love interests? We still barely know anything about Ibuki and his group besides them having the vectors and coming to attack us. So I'm just like, what the hell? I'm pretty sure Ibuki does have a route, so I guess I'll learn more about the Vector Tau side if we play his route. But what was this? This was so unsatisfying. Had it been more superficial, Riley probably would have been a more fitting ending, right? Like, they didn't even at least say, and we exposed the researchers, and everyone at Theta was so surprised and shocked about it and demanded answers. Like, nothing about that, not even like a little glimpse, not one sentence. This is not, I don't like this. It's just a reading manga, oh my god. I gotta go back to the flowchart and just see. Maybe I'm trying to have hope. There are other endings I didn't get from him yet towards the end. Maybe there's something better. There's no shot. Why was the good ending so damn unsatisfying? Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry, Mihaya. I'm definitely skipping through. That was nothing. That was a nothing burger. Oh, it's still going? Okay, yeah, hold on. No, I'm actually kind of mad. What do you mean? Okay, we had that. BGM album. Did I get everything from Mihaya? I know he has other stuff. Bruh, now my expectations are lowered for the other guys. I'm still missing 2 for Mihaya, so it's probably the other endings. Bro. Okay. But maybe it's one of those games where you have to lock all the routes. Maybe. Hold on. There's a flow chart that it gives you. This is the regular, right? To Justice. And I got to that. And then we got to Mihaya. Like, there's still a whole bunch of things I haven't unlocked yet. We just did one route. So, like, there's still others. So there's a CG here, I think. I still didn't grab this one. Choice, there's no choice. And we still have those 2 endings for Mihaya. So I'm assuming one of them is him going berserk. Is like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill the researchers and join Ibuki. Another, no, maybe a neutral type ending? Mihaya was still talking about offing himself once he figured out what his parents were researching. If that's an ending, I'm gonna be so pissed too. Happy, that's not happy at all, that's a lie. Oh my god, okay. Damn. Do I really feel like playing through all this again just for another unsatisfactory ending? Oh, really? An hour into stream? Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me take a juice break real quick. And I guess we'll try and get one more ending. And we'll see how that works out. Okay, let me bring out the walkthrough for his route, and I guess we'll try for one more ending and see how that plays out. Oh my god. There's no way this is real. Yeah, common row. Okay, I got one. To Justice, we got that. So there's different save files. So we might be doing a lot of skipping for this. Normal ending, low save file 3. We didn't do that one. We had the happy ending, right? There are short bad endings. Okay. Ooh, this one has a CG. Bad ending 3. Okay. We might need to do that. Okay, so let me see. Save file 1. Okay. We're crashing out with this one. We really are. So there is a CG with one of the bad endings. So might as well go for that, I guess. Can I just... Do I have to start over? I swear to God. Affection. Oh, wait, I can change it? Oh, this game is killing me. Hold on, how does this work? So are these settings? No. Does that matter? Ability use? You're killing me. How am I supposed to do this? Okay. So for bad ending 3, that has that CG that I want to unlock at least. And for that, there's a save file. Well, let me help you research. You don't have to worry. Cast augment. Low and low. Yeah, okay. Let's just start from the very beginning. And then it's a skip button, right? Shit, how do you skip? Load status. Hold on. Is there a button specifically for skip? Skip, yeah, only skip the text I've read. Sound effects, button configures. What is skip? Why? Okay. Why is the skip? Okay. We're just gonna skip kind of slow. Bro, if the bad ending is more fulfilling, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. So we are at here. Cast augment on Kaori. So it already shows what I did before. Okay, so back. Alright, so we'll go ahead and cast augment. That's what I did before. And then, oh no, wrong button. Why? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna be skipping a lot. And at least I know which choices I've made before, since it lets me, indicates it to me. So that's a good thing. Nah, but why is skip kind of slow? Can I just skip to the choice? Oh, that's just actually slow as hell. What would a bad ending for Mihaya look like now that I'm thinking about it? I think around the point where we actually go out of Theta is when this might be the turning point for the bad ending. Okay, so for here, we ask if she's all right one more time. So that's right. Right, yeah, continue skip. And next, I was the one at fault. That's how I honestly feel. Focus on backup with Senna. And then we'll have here. So once I get to that part, then we can skip to the bad ending. Oh my god. I feel so bad because now I just know the other male leads endings are just gonna be so unsatisfactory, right? We're just gonna get, once we know we get to the confession, we got like what, less than 5 minutes till the route ends? Oh, okay. What is it? I was the one at fault. Okay. It is this one instead, so we might actually get new dialogue at least. Yeah, okay, so I can't skip here. Look, it was my fault earlier. I bumped into Mihaya and a book fell over. I tried to explain what happened for the sake of Mihaya's reputation. Then I saw someone coming up behind my classmates. Okay, and that was it? Okay. It was just that little bit? Okay. Oh my god. Alright, so we got through that. That's when we talked to Mihaya a bit. Here! That's the guy! We don't know much about our uncle, and that's suspicious too. We didn't get a lot of answers about him. So I'm wondering when are we gonna get answers about who this man is? We don't even have a photo of him. Are we sure that's our uncle we're talking to and not some guy impersonating him? Oh, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Okay. Damn, if I wasn't using my phone to look up the walkthrough, I'd probably be playing another game up there. Alright, I think this is the scene where we started feeding him our lunch and then he enjoyed it. And it was really cute scene. I like that. Like, the route was going so well. I think they could have added like at least another 30-45 minutes of gameplay. Like, they didn't have to rush the ending the way it was. And if they didn't want to keep it going, they didn't have to prolong it either. Just like an extra scene, one extra scene at least about the researchers being exposed would have slightly saved the ending. But I guess not. I guess they didn't want that. Alright, what is it? That's how I honestly feel. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep on going. Bro, we had high expectations for a game. Bro, you know, I try and not to look at the way people have reviews for Atomes because obviously everyone has their own preferences with stuff like this. And so I saw a lot of people say they were unsatisfied with the game and like the routes were short. I was like, you know, I don't mind a short route. As long as it ends nice, it's good, right? I guess not. I guess not this time. It just ended so abruptly. Okay, so this one is focus on backup with Senna. The Mocha had inspired me. It still felt too early to be jumping headfirst into battle. I didn't want to cause trouble for the others in that case. If Mocha's going to the front lines, then I'll do my best to provide support. Come over here. I'll cast Augment on you. Mocha nodded happily at my suggestion. I took Mocha's hand and cast Augment. I was just in the nick of time, because in the next moment, Haruka called out. Wild thing is, quality isn't even that bad, so you don't see it coming, right? Like, I was enjoying the story for what it was so far. It was pretty interesting. I like the whole lore about Theta and wanted to know more about the outside world. So I know I can only get like a glimpse of it in Mihaya's route and get the other glimpses in the other male lead's route. I was enjoying what they were doing so far, especially with Mihaya losing his powers because he fell in love with us. I was like, oh shit. So we actually get more Mihaya time instead of us having to split it with Mocha. And it worked perfectly because the vectors aren't even attacking. So we just have more time with him just being him, not as Mocha. But I guess at that right there, like I didn't mind hanging out with him as Mocha, but I'm mostly here for Mihaya, not just him and Mocha. I felt like they should at least done like maybe 75% Mihaya, 25% Mocha. But a lot of the beginning of the story is mostly us with the rest of Blooms and their girl forms, because we don't really know them in school form yet. Oh my god. Alright, Alright, I think we should get up to the point where we'll actually have the different parts. Oh, it's gonna take forever. I'm going to crash out. Yeah, I just want to get this bad end and then we'll just... Bro, okay. Let me see. Let me help you research. That's what I did last time. I wish the skip was much faster at least. Hold on. Let me check. Is there really no way to make skip faster? Oh, ZL, hold on. Skip, read, skip all. Hold on. I swear to God. Where's ZL? Okay. Do you just skip? How does that work? Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't want to. Oh, wait. There we go. Hold on. I think it just switches. Do you just go to the next choice? Oh, this game's actually gonna make me... I might get a headache from this. I hope I won't. Oh, it's supposed to save somewhere. Create save file 1 here. Oh, well, it's fine. I don't need a save. I just want to get to at least this bad NCG. Alright, that's what we saw Kamui. And then Mihaya was being a bit jealous and it was cute as hell. Okay, what's this? You don't have to worry. Create save file 1 here. Do I need to use save file 1 again? Or just for the bad ending? Okay, short bad ends. So there's 2 short bad ends. Okay, yeah, I don't need to save it again. So it would be... Where is it? 1? You don't have to worry. Okay. Is that when the vectors attack the school? Question mark? No, the mall. I honestly cannot remember. Did Lise die in the general route? And then that's how we went off to the next ones? Or in this one it's cast augment. Okay, then I can finally go down to where the bad ending was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I got 8 of those damn things. Can you guys tell just how frustrated I am with this damn ending? Like, I had such high hopes for this one, because obviously I love you some magical girls. What's next? You have other options, don't force yourself? Did I do that wrong? You don't have to worry. Don't force yourself. Oh, that's a lot. Hold on now. Save file 1. Where is this at? Don't force yourself. What an amazing discovery. Create save file 2 here. Happy end. Normal end. Did I do this wrong? I swear to God. You have other options, don't need to sulk. I don't know where this is at. Can I somehow just... But not this bad for real, right? Hold on, let me save this real quick. Yeah. Oh god. At least the other endings were decent. Yeah, we have a bunch of other endings to do. So it might work out, I don't know. We're here, okay. So we still... Okay, we're almost there. Unless there is a cheat to easily get to the endings, hold on. Let me see if there's another walkthrough. Paradigm Paradox walkthrough, I just want Mihaya. Yeah, I just want his other endings. Okay, but ending 1 and 2. Okay, I think I found it. You have no other options. No need to sulk. Cast Augment. What amazing discovery because I'm sad. Lastly, we have Bad 3 endings. This is a bit long and that starts from when you choose from. Let me help you research and you have other options. Okay. Let me see. Don't force yourself. Okay. Oh, hold on. Save file here. Cast Augment. I haven't gotten to have other options yet, right? I might have messed up. I'm gonna be real pissed off if I did. Okay, I just need to find this one choice. And then I think I can correct it. It's been forever since I actually used a walkthrough with anything. So hopefully this should be fine. Okay, that's when we have our patrol with Frio, and we try to ask him some questions. Okay, we got the happy end here. So after cast Augment, I think I was supposed to do you have other options? Maybe. Ugh, and look at his parents, bro. There's no justice for his parents either. Wait a minute, I just thought about that. Exposing the researchers would have gave justice to his wrongful parents' death. What do you mean? We didn't even let them rest in peace. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even get that wonderful conclusion. Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks, 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 thanks. Okay. Oh, I definitely did. Because I'm sad. I did mess up. God damn it. Oh, I'm gonna crash out even more. Hold on, chat. Hold on, chat. Do I have to start over? I might have to start over. Hold on. We are going to load. Hold on. I think I have one of my earlier saves. This might actually help. Hold on. This might actually help my earlier saves. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Where are we at? Where are we at? You don't have to worry. Help with research. Where is that located? Being should I do? I think I saved at every single one. Hold on. What does this one look like? Yeah. SSG is alright. Oh, that's the very beginning. Okay, so not that one. Hold on. So it's not the 2-1. Thank God I saved everywhere. It's not 2-1. Let's try this one. Number 17. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me help your research. I did that. Okay, we'll just start from here. And hopefully we'll actually get the ending. Since I got the good ending, at least all my choices were pretty good. Yeah, okay. And we'll just play this again. Oh my god. I still can't believe how heavily they laid on that plot for that. Right? Like, it seemed like all the stakes were in front of us. We had to hurry up with this deadline or there would be dire consequences. And they just dropped it. Like, it was nothing. Like, oh, that plot line, just forget about it. They're a couple now because that's all you cared about, right? Like, yeah, I want them as a cute couple, but I also want them to resolve the issues that they were working together for. That makes them even a stronger couple. They had the same goals. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, where am I at? You don't have to worry. And then cost augment. Then I can go. Okay. I gotta make sure to save at least. And then cast augment. Then I can go all the way down and actually go through. And then we can unlock the bad end. Okay. Not gonna lie, for the other guys' routes, I'm probably just gonna go for their quote-unquote happy ending and then the bad ending and just call it a... Because if his bad ending needs to redeem this, like, give me tragedy. Don't give me some petty stuff. Give me something that will actually hurt my heart, please. Okay, and then we cast augment. Alright, and then... Next choice, I have to save. Okay, and then now I think I can actually go for the bad ending. Is the bad ending, I'm thinking. Will Mihaya have a crash out? I want to see Mihaya have a crash out. Okay. Where am I at? You don't have other options, no need to sulk. That gives me the normal ending. Don't force yourself. Because you're kind, distract the vector. Save file here. How does this work? Load save file 1. You have other options, no need to sulk. What amazing discovery. Shout out Yukinami. I did not do that before. Maybe I can actually skip this. Because I'm sad, no need to sulk. I think I did. Hold on. Oh wait, I was supposed to save too. Hold on. We'll save here. Hold on. Okay. Then we move closer to the gate. Oh, did I do that twice? Or is that auto? That's one of them. What amazing discovery. Let's try and go outside. Don't force yourself. Oh, why? Do I need to get the other endings instead? Bro, not gonna lie, this walkthrough kind of confusing me a bit. So you create the save file 1. Okay, we did that. But the option is kind of different. Where's the I'm sad? Oh shit, that's one? Okay. There's one that shot at Mocha for another bad ending. Let me see. Oh, interesting. So if you clear all of Mihaya's main endings, then you unlock an extra report for him that we saw in that other scene. And there's one CG that I can only unlock after getting all 3 of his endings, I swear to God. What do you mean I need to put in effort? Okay. Okay. I think I got it. Hold on. Because I'm sad. Okay. I don't know, I think I might have gotten it. I just felt really sad. You never stopped being your parents' child. I just couldn't hold back my tears when I thought of that.
何ですかそれ。俺が両親の子供なのは当たり前じゃないですか。それとも俺が子供っぽいって意味ですか？
They said work for it. Work for it with this trash ass ending they gave me for a happy ending. He started to sulk when he said that, so I quickly clarified. Yeah, we're just gonna try and just get to the CG. Oh my god. Work for this damn ass ending. Okay. This game is so weird. Okay. Well, as I'm sad, cast augment. Okay. We should be at the part, I think, when we actually leave outside of Theta, and that's when we find Yukinami and Ibuki, and then we try and attack. Okay. Please just give me something tragic, something angsty as is bad in 3, and you would have slightly redeemed yourself for that happy ending. Happy ending? It's not even a happy ending, really. Abrupt happy ending, honestly. Yeah, so we talked to Rio about wanting to go out. I just need to get to the fight scene, and then hopefully I did this properly, and then we're good. Okay, now we're finally leaving. Okay. I cast augment, okay. So I think, oh, let me pause real quick. Status. Okay. And let's continue. Alright, then Yukinami comes in, right? Him and Ibuki. Yep. Okay. Then support Mocha with augment, then shout at Yukinami instead. Okay, this is definitely a bit different, so hopefully I can actually get this damn CG. Hearing my voice, Mocha readied herself after a moment's delay. I'll cast augment. We're gonna have to go all out. Got it. Mocha agreed to my plan immediately. She knew Yukinami wouldn't be an easy opponent. I made sure Yukinami didn't get too close as I cast augment on Mocha. It's done. Alright, yeah, she gets her ass beat a bit. Okay, wait, this one is different. We shout at Mocha instead. Hopefully I did this right and it's not the second bad ending. Okay, so we shout at Yukinami, correct? Yes. Stop! Yukinami glanced at me when I shouted, and it looked like he might stop. Nah, bro's about to charge forward. But after a brief moment, he continued toward her. Mocha! I knew in that moment I couldn't stop him, so I jumped in front of Mocha and embraced her. Please? Mocha let out a surprise shriek, as if at a powerful shock to my head. Okay, and then we wake up in Tao with Ibuki, so is something going to be different in this ending? Ooh, it didn't skip. Okay. My head ached with a dull pain as I opened my eyes and saw an unfamiliar ceiling. I was lying down, so I sat up. I heard Mihaya's voice right when I did.
気がついたんですね。
Hey!
無理しないでください。頭に強い攻撃を受けたんだから。
As Mihaya helped me up, I noticed that he seemed to be in pretty bad shape too. Mihaya, are you alright?
すみません。俺も結局気絶させられて、気がついたらこの部屋にいたんです。
Oh, I see. Then, is this place...
ええ。多分あいつらのコロニーですね。生きたまま連れてこられた理由はわからないですけど。
Right as he said that, the door opened and Ibuki entered.
ああ、二人とも気がついたんだね。
Hey, buddy, can I skip yet? Oh no, okay.
僕たちの頃にタウへようこそ。
Yeah, thanks for the welcome. He smiled as he spoke, but we were in no condition to smile back. You're welcoming us. Why didn't you just kill us?
おや、殺した方が良かったの？
No. He asked a question so seriously that I didn't quite know how to respond for a moment. That's not what I meant. It's just strange that you would spare us. I thought we were enemies. I assumed Ibuki was on the Vector side, and he mostly agreed with what I said.
確かに今までは戦ってたよね。でも君たちがここを目指したのは僕たちと戦いたかったからじゃないでしょ？
そういうつもりじゃなかったけど、そもそもここがあんたたちのコロニーだって知らなかったんだ。ここはどういう場所なんだ？害獣のコロニーだなんて。あいつらの…
もちろん彼らの意思じゃない。ここに害獣を送り込んでいるのはシータの上層部だよ。
Ibuki's answer was so blunt that it took us a minute to fully absorb the meaning of his words. In Theta,
上層部？何言ってるんだ？
君たちこそ何を言ってるの？害獣になった人間はその辺りに放置されるとでも思ってた？彼らはこの場所に害獣になった人間を送り込むんだよ。僕たちはそんな害獣を見捨てておけなくてこのコロニーにいるんだ。
is it on sale? Ooh. Oh, I was supposed to read that. I got too distracted. My voice shook as I remembered what happened to Lise. Hold on, I pressed the wrong button. I kicked it. There we go, we're good.
害獣が人間のいるところへ向かうのは本能だから仕方がないんだよ。結果として人間を傷つけてしまうことになるけど。
Alright, chat, give me 1 sec. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and then we'll continue. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. Let's try and finish Mihaya's route.
攻めるなら僕らや害獣じゃなくてこんなところに害獣を押し込めて見ないふりをしている人間たちを攻めた方がいいんじゃないかな。 彼らは全部分かった上で君たちと僕たちを戦わせているんだから。自分たちで処理できなかった害獣を君たちが敵として倒してくれるんだから、これほど楽なことはないよね。
Supposing that this was all true, then what Ibuki said did make sense. If I think about who's most at fault, then I say the higher ups have been completely unreasonable, but
ここがどういう場所なのかは分かったよ。でも俺たちを助けた理由がまだ分からないんだけど。
Ibuki turned toward Mihaya to answer.
君の反応が気になったんだ。僕が言ったことに動揺してたよね。
何年か前にコロニーを目指そうとした人間がいるって言った時のこと。
Alright, is this what you say his parents, he knew it was his parents?
そうそう、それだよ。
Ibuki nodded cheerfully, while Mihaya looked distressed.
多分それは俺の両親のことだ。ここを目指してる途中で事故で死んだんだ。
ああ、なるほど。そういうことだったんだね。しかし事故か。かわいそうに。多分それは事故じゃなくて上層部に消されたんだと思うよ。
消された？
Mihaya's voice had gone hoarse, but Ibuki responded matter-of-factly.
君たちもこのコロニーの実態を知らなかったように隠されているんだよ、ここの存在は。そこを目指そうとするなんて、きっと上層部にとっては厄介な人間だったろうね。
そんな人間に、それも上層部に殺されたっていうのか。
Mihaya went silent after that. All these new revelations felt so overwhelming. I couldn't think of anything to say.
君たちを助けた理由だけれど、ここで僕たちのために働かないかと思って。君たちだったら今の話を聞いて思うところがあるんじゃないのかな。時間はいくらでもあるし、ゆっくり考えてみて。そのうち返事を聞かせてくれたら嬉しいよ。
We remained completely silent as Ibuki casually tossed out the suggestion. Then he exited the room. What answer could we possibly give him? What are we supposed to do? All I knew was, even if we returned to Theta right now, it wouldn't be possible to simply go on with our lives as we previously had. Alright. A few weeks? Wait a minute! We actually didn't stay a few weeks in the normal ending? We just stayed there for like a day or two. We followed Ibuki's suggestion and stayed in Tao. Before we knew it, a few weeks had passed. Do we just stay here? The Vector seems so calm again today.
そうですね。今まで戦ってきたのが嘘みたいだ。
There's no shot. We literally just said F Theta, we're staying in Tao instead. We learned a lot of things in Tao that we didn't know about before. This was one of them. The Vectors often slept during the day and didn't move around much. Some of them tried to attack when they first saw us, but Ibuki stopped them, and they hadn't tried again since.
あの害獣、こっちを見てますね。
A Vector stood across the street, a slight distance away, openly looking at us. We met its gaze, but it didn't show any signs of wanting to attack. After a while, it just let out a short cry and then walked away. It was just looking at us.
ええ。ああいう姿を見てると、元は人間だったんだと改めて思いますよ。
Yeah. The longer we stayed in Tao, the more sympathetic I felt toward the Vectors. Mihaya must have felt the same way too.
俺そろそろシータに戻ろうかと思うんです。
And do what? We have been missing for weeks.
実はずっと考えてたことがあって、それを実行しようと思うならここにいたままじゃ無理だから。
I wonder if Ibuki would just let us leave. I was curious to know what Mihaya was thinking, but when I expressed my worries, he spoke with slight hesitation.
それは聞いてみないとわからないけど、多分大丈夫だと思います。
I need to know if Ibuki gives him the little spacesuit, then that does mean Mihaya still has feelings for us in this route.
俺がやろうとしてることは害獣のためになることだと思うので、俺、上層部がしてきたことを告発しようと思ってるんです。
Do you even get a chance to do that in this route? In this ending, can you? You mean telling everyone that they've been sending vectors out here, pretending not to know about any of it? I had to double check what Mihaya meant, because I hadn't expected him to say that all.
そうです。多分父さんと母さんもここについて事情を知ったら同じことをしたと思うから、俺はその意志を継ぎたいんです。あとそれだけじゃなくて、あの二人だったら害獣のことを何とかしたいって考えたような気がするんですよ。元は人間だったって知ったならそのままにはしておけなかったんじゃないかな。俺も同じ気持ちになったからそう思うんです。ここでずっと害獣を見てたらなんだか放っておけなくて。
I know what you mean. So Mihaya also feels sympathetic towards them. I nodded at him in full agreement.
そんなことができるかどうかはわからないけど、害獣を人間に戻す方法がないか探してみたいって思いませんか？
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible either, but I'd like to try. I knew that even if we found a way, it wouldn't bring Lise back. But I decided to help Mihaya, so that we could prevent further tragedies from happening.
害獣を人間に戻すか。夢物語だね。
Ibuki listened to Mihaya's plan and immediately shot it down. But he didn't try to stop us.
うまくいくかはわからないけれど、少しの間僕は君たちのことを見ているよ。
Does that mean you'll hold off on attacking Theta for the time being? I felt hopeful as I asked that, and Ibuki nodded.
そうだね。もっとも雪並みやヒューガが騒ぐだろうから、いつまでもというわけにはいかないけれど、諦めがついたらいつでもこっちに戻ってきていいよ。
Well, thank you for the invitation. I might have to use that.
諦めたりしないよ。父さんたちや今までに犠牲になった人たちのためにも。
Lise was one of those people for me. I looked Mihaya directly in the eye. That's right. I won't give up either.
それじゃ行こう、先輩。
He didn't give him the spacesuit to walk in, so Mihaya doesn't have as strong feelings for him in the happy ending. Okay. We waited for dawn to arrive before departing from Tao. We were heading back to the place where we'd been born and raised. But this was no mere homecoming. Oh shit! Oh shit! The road before us was paved with many hardships. Of that, I was certain. I can't just say I didn't know anymore. I have to take action. Doing nothing is not an option. And so we stepped out into the world, full in the knowledge their journey was still unfolding. Is that how that ends? Is that the normal 2 ending? I think it's the normal. What do you mean? They actually ended these so abruptly. I think that's the 2 ending, not the 3 with the. Oh my god, is that? Hold on. No. Justice? Stop! Mihaya? That's the normal one. Okay, I still need this one. Oh my god. If I want the last CG, I need to unlock this one too. This game is so ridiculous. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, how do we do this? Common route? We already have the common route to Justice. Go to Lise, defeat, save file here. Focus on backup with Senna. Is that where it stops? This isn't it for real. What normal ending was that? It stopped so abruptly. We got the info, let's go back to Theta. And that's how it ends? Oh my god, this game is killing me. This ain't it for real, right? I want to at least get these last 2 CGs for Mihaya and then call it quits. I would feel so unsatisfied if I don't get these last 2 CGs. And we still technically like 2 other endings for this man. I don't really have like short ones. Oh my god, hold on. Defeat Lise, create save file 1 here. Focus on backup with Senna. Okay, hold on. I think I figured it out. Hold on, go here, save. That's save file 2, save file 3. Then save file 4. Hold on. The ways is kind of confusing. Okay, hold on. I have to go all the way at the beginning. Do these need to be high and high, or does it matter? I had it low just in case, because I went through it the whole way. Hold on. And then... yeah, okay. We're gonna skip everything. Is there a difference? Okay, hold on. Cast augment on Kaori. Yeah? I really wish there was such an easier way to just skip every single scene. Hold on. Do you really mean? Because if I press skip all, skip mode, skip read, skip all, how? What does that mean? No, keep it that. Shit, didn't mean to do that. Oh wait, skip read text speed. There's a higher speed. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Okay. We might be good then. We might be good. The speed is gonna be higher. Yeah, save that setting. Hold on. Okay. Are you gonna be faster? Oh, it is. Oh, it's so much more faster. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay. All right, we casted augment. I am going to look at this damn walkthrough carefully. All right, so we did that one first. We need to ask if she's all right, and then we. Okay, I think I got it. Save file 1 here. After focus on backup with Senna. Okay. Ask if she's all right. Yes. New key. My Twitch. There we go. Oh, that's so fast. Thank you. That's so much better. Let's see. I was the one at fault. I'm so mad I didn't even check there's skipping the speed like that. My eyes though, Jesus! Okay, that's how I honestly feel. You get that one CG. Okay, hold on. Save. I think this is where it actually diverts. Save at 28. Okay, and then it's focus on backup with Senna. Okay, if I am doing this correctly, then the next one should be you have other options, right? Let me see. Here, okay. I think I got it for the bad ending, and then we can finally get, I guess, the other CG. You know, if the last CG that's hidden until you get all three of his endings is a photo of him and his parents, I might actually lose it. Cause it's like, if it is him and his parents, it's gonna be a sweet CG, but I feel like that's something that should have been in the main route at least. Okay, you have other options. Finally on something we did not read. I think you have other options. If you hate the researchers and don't trust them, how about showing them up with your powers? I hope to say something that would change Mihaya's mind, but couldn't think of anything specific in the end. As expected, Mihaya looked at me dubiously.
見返すって
I don't know, man. I just want your bad ending CG. I didn't really think that far ahead. Look, I don't like the researchers either. No doubt about it. That's why I'm not gonna let you do anything by yourself. Please, let me help you with your research. We can do it together. We can figure out the researchers later. But first, I hope you get to the bottom of what your parents were looking into. Mihaya just sighed, as I desperately tried to find the right words. Yes, I am, aren't I?
本当に人がいいですね
Okay. Okay, and then no need to sulk. I think we're gonna get it. Why is this so tiring? When you go to the other endings in the game, you're supposed to be happy and see what else they do for the endings. But it just makes me so depressed. Okay, what was it? No need to sulk? E. There's no need to sulk. I'm still gonna help you out. I blurted out exactly what I was thinking, and Mihaya glared at me with dissatisfaction.
俺は別に拗ねてなんかいやそう聞こえても無理ないかなんかかっこ悪くてダメですね俺
Bro, and these little scenes with the separate choices are so short too. Alright, and then we cast Augment. We already did that, thank God. We can skip that. Alright, and next would be What Amazing Discovery. What Amazing Discovery, but make sure you don't rush things. You're not actually trying to leave Theta right now, are you? I harshly asked Mocha that question, and she gasped before turning to look at me. No, yes you're not, thank you.
これからシータの外に出るなんて無謀だ。許可だって取ってないのに。でもあんたの言う通り、ちょっと焦ってました。
Mocha let out a quiet sigh. Let's keep on skipping. And then, because I'm sad... There we go. Then we see Kamui. Okay. We got 3 more choices, and then we'll make it. We just have to have the fight. We cast Augment. There we go. And then we support Mocha with Augment, and then we shout at Yukinami again. And shout at Yukinami. Okay. My head ached with a dull pain as I opened my eyes and saw an unfamiliar ceiling.
先輩気がついてよかった
Bro, this is like the 3rd time you said this to me. I looked over and met Mihaya's worried gaze. Where am I? What happened? I vaguely remember getting attacked by Yukinami, so it was strange that we were all right. Didn't we lose? Then where are we?
ここは俺たちが目指していた場所で さっき遭遇した息吹や雪波たちが害獣と住んでいるタウというコロニーです。俺は息吹からここがどういう場所なのか全て聞き出しました。
Mihaya then proceeded to fill me in on everything. My stomach turned hearing all the details. So the higher-ups knew about everything and purposely hushed things up.
それどころか息吹が
Oh, interesting!
多分俺の両親は上層部の連中に殺されたんです。
Alright, and this part, it's not Ibuki telling us all this info. Ibuki already told Mihaya, then Mihaya relays it to us instead. Ibuki's definitely gonna be like, alright, so let's just kill the higher-ups, right? What? Didn't you say their protective suits were damaged? What he said was so disturbing. I couldn't help but shout in surprise.
上層部の奴らに細工されたんですよ。あいつらここのことを俺の両親が世間に公表すると思ったんでしょうね。事故に見せかけ。
That's terrible. What else could I say? As I waffled over my response, the door quietly opened and we saw Ibuki standing there.
ああ、気がついたみたいだね。それじゃ、さっき彼にしてた話の続きをしようかな。
What do you mean?
君たち、僕らに手を貸す気はないかな。ここまでやってきた君たちなら同意してくれるんじゃないかと思うんだけど。
Ibuki's sudden suggestion surprised me, and Mihaya cautiously asked for clarification.
あんたたちに手を貸すってことは、つまり害獣側について戦えってことだよね。
そう聞こえたならそうなのかもしれないね。
His ambiguous answer did nothing to elucidate Mihaya's question.
わかった。
That was quick!
俺はあんたたちにつく。
Bro answered for me too, but I'm joining you, yeah, but damn. Mihaya? What are you saying? It'd been too easy for him to make that decision. I couldn't help but feel uneasy about it.
だってこいつの話が本当なら上層部は、人間は俺にとってもう敵ですよ。俺は父さんたちを殺した奴らを許すことなんて到底できそうにありません。
But are you gonna hurt innocent people too? That's wrong too.
間違ってるのは上層部の奴らです。怪獣が人間を襲うのもあいつらが勝手なことをしてるせいなんじゃないですか。
I could sense Mihaya's thinking was becoming too extreme, but there's nothing I could do to stop him. My pleas fell on deaf ears, and Mihaya ended up leaving the room with Ibuki.
俺は伊吹たちと一緒に行きます。先輩はここで待っていてください。
I just sit here? Oh shit! Oh shit! Is he actually gonna confront them?
じゃあさっさと片付けちゃおう。
Bro, really? Okay.
ああ。
ギフトアビリティさせてもらうで。よし。これで完璧や。
That was so. What do you mean? Why is this abrupt too? He says, "Alright, I'm leaving you here. I'm gonna fight with Moravia's team and everything with all the vectors," and then it just jump cuts to it.
ああ、なんだっけ。上層部。
Can
そうな奴らを狙うんだ
can
よね。
Mihaya at least catch a body for me, please?
そう。でもまずは研究者たちからや。うちをこんな風にした。
Jesus Christ, Mihaya turned
あい
over
つ
so
らに復讐
fast.
してからやらしてもらう。全部。
Ooh, wait! I kind of like that face on Mocha though. Hold on. This might be worth it just for that face. Can I see that face on Mihaya?
いいね。
Why are the endings this rushed? They are like just an extra 30-45 minutes of gameplay would at least fix it slightly. Not make it feel rushed, but my god.
じゃあ、せー
Alright,
頑張って。
what's the ending CG we're getting for this? Is it Mocha just going batshit crazy?
そっちもね。誰や
Is Mocha just gonna eliminate everyone in blooms? Oh shit, is it me? Oh, that was me!
どうして
Did Mihaya / Mocha kill me? Why was that so abrupt too?
どうして待っててって言ったのに。
Yo, I'm so tired. I'm so goddamn tired. What do you mean? What?
先輩に
Why was that quick as hell? I didn't even get... That's death, right? There's no light in the eye. I didn't even get any last words. Wait, we are alive. Hold on, we're still alive. Wait a minute. They can maybe save it? Hopefully, I'm coping so hard. I looked up and saw tears streaming down Mihaya's face as the world around me started to blur. I'm actually dying, and the rushest ass death ever. I wanted to stop you, Mihaya. This can't be how your parents wanted you to live. Can you guys tell I'm just so over this? I wasn't able to speak clearly after that. It looks like I'll be leaving Mihaya's side. I wish I didn't have to do that to him right now. Mihaya, bro, I'm peacing out. I guess I'll see you in heaven. I wanted to touch him one last time. I reached out with my hand, but I don't know if I managed to touch his tear-stained face. And I would never be able to find out. Is that how... Oh my god! Bro, right? Like... We were in our Bloom's uniform, so we transformed, so we're at least super strength. Mihaya hitting us, even if he used sap on the vectors, shouldn't have been a one-hit KO, right? Maybe some broken bones, but not death. Okay, so they said there's one more CG in his little report thingy. So I guess we'll just get that and then we'll be done with this, right? Where is it? Mihaya? Where is it? Blooms, Mihaya, unknown? Where the hell is it? Top Mihaya, it said voids. Oh, here it is. Okay, I think the CG, go back. Last CG is supposed to be in here.
これでインタビューは終わりですよ
Oh
ね。
my god.
じゃあ、もう行くので。
Bye. Okay, yeah. Mihaya's last CG can be reading void. Yeah, okay.
姿は見えないけど、あの人帰ってないのか。
He? Who?
もうすぐここに彼女も来るんだけどな。俺が席を移動するか。けど待ち合わせはいつものところって言っちゃったし。はあ、こんなことになるならインタビューを別の場所で受ければよかった。仕方ないな。待ち合わせ場所を変更するって彼女にメールしよう。
Alright.
送信完了と。
You just love me so much, don't you?
俺今ニヤニヤしてなかったか。彼女にメールしただけでニヤつくとか誰にも見られなくてよかった。いや、たとえ見られたとしても俺は両思いの彼女のことを考えて笑ってただけなんだから。
Is this after the
それほど
happy
キモく
ending?
はないか。
I'm glad he's saying we're madly in love at least.
両思い、つまり
That's true. We aren't even officially a couple at the end of his happy ending. Oh my god.
だよな。
Do not tell me they added this extra bit because we weren't officially a couple at the end of his happy ending. They had to add something, just a little teaser, I guess.
一応ちゃんと言っておこう。彼女は割と
You could have just added this to the regular route. What do you
普通
mean?
に驚きそうだ。
This is unnecessary. This is completely unnecessary.
気持ちは確かめてるんだから嫌がられはしないと思うけど。
Ain't no way the CG's gonna be all coupley. I'm actually... What? I swear to god, if it's all
早く
coupley...
行こ
What do you mean? What the... Oh my god! That should have been in the regular route! What bullshit is this? And that's the... I'm done. Nah, give me home. And of course he's up there. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I have been playing Otome games for at least 10 plus years now. And nothing has made me feel this disappointing since the ending of these routes. What the hell? They ended so abruptly, and these little extra scene could have been in the main route this whole time. I don't know. No wonder this damn game has no sequel or fan disc. This shit probably did horrible in sales. I barely see anyone talking about this Otome and the Otome sphere like on Twitter or anywhere else. I see them talking about all the other ones, but not this one, and I see now why. I had such high hopes. I saw people say they didn't enjoy it, but I was like, you know what? It should be fine. It has guys turning into magical girls. I should be able to enjoy this. Nah, man. The endings kills it for me. It was going so well. I was enjoying it. No ending. I was enjoying it. There are some things I didn't really like, but I still liked this. I was like, okay, this ending's gonna be banger. I'm finally gonna get the confession. But okay, I guess not. Y'all would not hate me if I put streaming this on the back burner and pick up a different Otome to stream, right? Because I have been eyeing, hold on, where is it? It's on sale too. I have been eyeing Virtue Evermore, and now that one has raving reviews. All the male leads are gorgeous, and by gorgeous, I mean drop dead gorgeous. They have some pretty feminine looking men there with long ass hair and kind of like dress like outfits. They are to die for. I want every single one of them. I heard it has lots of good angst and lore and everything. So y'all, we might just switch to Virtue Evermore instead. It's on sale for like 50% off on the Switch store. I might just buy it right after stream too. Yeah, I'm putting this on the back burner. I got all of, no, don't play that. I got all of Mihaya's CGs. I'm satisfied, as satisfied as I can be with this. Galaxy Cat, hello, welcome. Are you here to see me crash out over how horrible these endings were? It's only the first route. Oh my god. And there's so many other love interests in this damn game too. Oh my god, at least 5 more. Yeah. Yep. You could play one of those satire Otomes and I think it'd be less disappointing, right? It's high budget too. This is Otome. Oh my god. Like, it's the endings. The endings were just so rushed for no reason. It's so disappointing. Were they? Oh my god. Yes, they were. They ended it was so abrupt endings. Like we escaped the enemy territory, gonna confront the higher ups about all the lies they did to our colony. And instead of doing that, we get the love confession and then it just ends. It's so ridiculous. You miss so much. Like the endings just happens out of nowhere. They could have added something. It's like we're in a serious scene about exposing everyone and it just ends after a love confession. Like, what is the point? What is the point? They did! They ignored the entire plot. Like, the whole reason in Mihaya's route why we wanted him to love us was because we didn't want him to off himself in the end once he found out what happened to his parents. And then we figure out what happened. He's like, okay, I want to expose the wrongdoings that happened to my parents. That's his whole plot. His parents, finding out what happened to his parents and bringing justice to the people that did it. And it didn't even happen. Oh my god. Oh my god. It makes me so curious what the other guys' routes do. Like, what happens with them? They definitely get the short end of the stick too. Oh my god. This. Yeah. Yep. And then this extra ass CG they give me, not even in his damn route. Like, what is this? What is this? Oh, here's a consolation prize. You got all the horrible ass endings we wrote. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna play a different Otome games on Monday now. It's gonna be Virtue Evermore. It has wonderful reviews. It looks very interesting. I am ready for all the angst and all of the sexy hot men. Nothing burger of the year, right? So disappointing. I'm just so mad. Like, watch it be that everyone else could. Do not do that to me. Mihaya's my favorite boy so far. I'm so tempted just to read like a summary of all the other guys' routes just to see what happens. Like they had to have some kind of conflict with like the researchers and the vectors. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We are ending stream here because what else is there to say? Endings were disappointing. They were rushed as hell. They basically just threw away the whole plot in like the last 15 minutes of the route. Like it just did not matter. We didn't just have that huge ass conversation with Ibuki about wanting to expose the higher ups, him giving us a deadline of 6 months or he's gonna all out attack our colony. They just threw that shit in the trash. Did not need it. Yeah. Yep. Next stream is Wednesday. We're gonna play the demo to an indie visual novel called Bad Summer. It's about you playing as a camp counselor and there's like romance and then serial killers. I think that one's gonna be a lot of fun. I have high hopes for that one at least. I heard that one's actually really good. They did have a Kickstarter and they actually are fully funded for the game, so that is pretty good. So look forward to that. Waiting room for that one is up. It's all because they basically threw the budget down the drain by missing, right? Like, what was the point? Oh my god. And also, the character designer. I love this artist. I follow them on Twitter. They have like 2 accounts, like one for professional work and then a separate account for all the OCs they draw. And holy shit, their OCs are so gorgeous. They have so many of them. So I was so excited to see this artist and an otome. Like, hell yeah, I'm ready for this. Yeah, the art and voice acting was at least good. Mihaya's voice actor is Inoya Junoki, and he is really, really good. I really enjoyed him. I love him in a whole bunch of other works too. He actually sings. If you're into the Idol series, Idol Master Side M, he is in that one, and he is wonderful in there. Highly, highly recommend. It's really just the plot, right? It was going so well, but it just crashed and burned like the last 15 minutes of the route. Alright, I don't want to be ranting about this damn thing again because I don't even want to think about this game ever again for a very, very long time. That is it for today. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you for coming to see my crash out. Needs a proper writer. I'm really curious. I want to look up who the writer is and see if they worked on any other otomes. Because if this writer has not worked on anything else, I have questions. Honestly. It was going so well. I feel like the writer thought, damn, these routes are getting long. Let me just abruptly end this, and then that's it. Okay, now I'm done ranting. I actually need to go. I cannot put any more energy or brain cells onto this. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye-bye.